Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Janet Cresson. I'm filling in today for Justin Riley and Jessa Jeremiah. If you're involved with a nonprofit organization, you'll want to meet our first guest today. With us, I have Alyssa Kenny. She's the Executive Director for DANEnet. Welcome and thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I'll admit I've never heard of DANEnet before, so when I was learning a little more about your organization, it's very interesting and what a great idea. So tell our viewers what DANEnet does.
Sure. So DANEnet, we're a nonprofit organization. We were founded in 1995, so we're just turning 20 years old this year.
My goodness, you've been around quite a while.
Yes.
Okay, congratulations.
And we have two main areas. We provide other nonprofits IT support or technology solutions. So when your technology doesn't work at your nonprofit, we can come and help you. And the other thing we do is provide technology programming and support for youth and adults in the community.
Okay, who doesn't need help in those areas, whether you're a nonprofit or not? That's wonderful to have that available for nonprofits. When I was looking at your website, I noticed something about a Raspberry Jam event that you had just recently. What was that all about?
So a Raspberry Jam is a showcase for the Raspberry Pi. And the Raspberry Pi is this tiny computer. It's a little bit bigger than a credit card. It costs about $35. You can plug a monitor or a keyboard, a mouse into it, but it's great for teaching kids and adults coding, robotics. And so we've been working with girls at the Girls Inc. Program at the Goodman Community Center for the last year. And the girls invited the community in and did workshops on Minecraft and robotics and basically taught the community everything they learned. It was a fantastic sold-out event and a really nice opportunity for girls to be the technology experts.
Great. That sounds like great hands-on experience for youngsters and probably helpful down the road. Okay, that's not at all I was expecting. I was thinking something edible, perhaps.
There was one person who contacted us trying to buy a pie.
Oh. So what other events do you folks have?
So the other big event that DANEnet does every year is we host a technology day of service. And so we invite tech-savvy individuals in to do either software help, hardware help, wiring, or coding, but to help do projects that nonprofits need. So it might be wiring a new community technology center, or this year we had folks come in and use the Raspberry Pi to create digital signage for nonprofits. So if you go into a nonprofit and you see the bus schedule up, that's because there's a Raspberry Pi back there and the DANEnet volunteers put that there. Wow.
So you are a nonprofit helping other nonprofits, and how do you help them?
And so we basically serve as an IT department for small nonprofits. Okay. So nonprofits, you know, the lifeblood, the fabric of the Madison community, and we want to make sure they can do everything they can to get their missions done. And part of that's having technology that works and is great in supporting their mission. So we do the planning, the budgeting, the it's broken, come fix it, but we make sure that people have the technology and the training they need to do the rest of their work really well.
Yeah, technology is great when it's working, right?
Yes, yes, and that's what we do is make sure it's working.
So you mentioned kids, so you help nonprofits, but you mentioned something about getting kids involved. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So the other big thing we do is we help kids, particularly kids that might not regularly have computers and internet access in their house, get access to technology programming. And so we've done some build your own computers, some intergenerational middle schoolers teaching older adults, this most recent project with the Raspberry Pi and girls. And then this summer we're doing maker clubs throughout the city of Madison. And so maker clubs are kind of art meets technology meets engineering and the sort of do-it-yourself ethic where kids build, you know, have an idea and build stuff. And that's really how technology education works the best, when kids are kind of driving it.
I love that idea of teaching kids how to think and create. And again, this is, you know, the type of thinking that is going to help them down the road. So you're a nonprofit, which means you have volunteers yourself. If someone were interested in contributing to your organization, do they need to be an IT kind of person? What kind of needs do you have?
So people just who have that thinking about how technology works and helping kids feel supportive, because we want kids to be really self-directed and self-motivated. So somebody who can be a little tech savvy, be comfortable with computers, but somebody who can come in and really be the cheerleader as the kids sort of solving the technology problem, help them work through it. But if you know how to do a Google search and you know how to make a kid feel really competent and confident, we want you to come volunteer with us in our maker clubs this summer. So you could go to our website, our Facebook page, and find out about volunteer opportunities.
Great. So if you'd like to find them, your website is?
DANEnet.org, and DANEnet is DANENET.org.
Right. You were telling me that DANEnet is Dane County and internet kind of squished together.
Yes.
Great. Well, this was really interesting. Thank you for telling us about that.
Yeah.
And good luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you so much for having me.
We've got to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some really unique summer camps for kids.